what's going on, my fellow MSF junkies? It's your boy Ken, and today I'm actually bringing you an update to the first video that I did in my channel, how to update or how to upload your roster into MSF.gg utilizing the MSF tools. Well, in this case, we're going to do something a little bit different, but before we move on to that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support in this channel. We are already at 100 subscribers as of today, so if you're new to this channel, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe as well. But yeah, I did want to cover something before I move on to this. There was a question in my first YouTube video. I tried this, but it's saying that my screenshots for IMGBB are not in the correct format. What am I doing wrong? Fortunately, you're not doing anything wrong, Clifton Nash. It's just every cell phone's a little bit different when it comes to the way that you take screenshots in your phone. Things might be a little bit different. I used an iPhone in that video, so if you guys are using maybe an Android device, it may be the case that it may not take the same format for you. So what you need to do is either one of two things. You can actually take your screenshots as they are right now, as they're showing in the screen. And if that doesn't work for you, another thing that you can do is get a third-party app that will make you change, that will allow you to change the format for the picture so that it can take the screenshots and then you can upload it to the website so that you can get the URL and post that in MSF. I still think that that's the fastest way for you to upload your roster into MSF.gg when you have a mobile device. It's actually my preferred method of doing it when I'm on the go. However, if you're like me and you're playing this game as well in BlueStacks and you're doing this from a PC, then this video is for you. This is actually a faster, more complete way for you to upload your roster into the MSF.gg website. The one thing that you need to keep in mind is we are using the Roster Extractor tool from Zarathos. So I'm gonna actually open up the Discord. I will also leave a link of this down below for you guys if you guys want to try this for yourself. So the first thing you need to do is you need to download the zip drive, or in my case, I'm just gonna open it. When you see this, and before you can actually do anything, it's gonna ask you to extract all. So you're gonna press extract all. You're gonna decide where you're going to want to keep this file. For this video, I'm just gonna put it in my desktop so I can go back and select that folder. And then press extract, and let's go to the desktop. So in this one, I'm gonna minimize this, and I'm actually gonna minimize the game because you still need to minimize it at this point. You're gonna want to actually put it in one corner of your screen. I'm gonna put it right here in the top right, and I'm gonna minimize my Discord as well. As you see, all the information that was in there, it's now in here. You can put this into a folder if you want. In my case, I'm just gonna show you guys how easy this is. And I also want to thank Agent Scrappy, as I said, for all this information. He walked me through this the first time around, and from here on out, it's gotten simpler and easier to do every time. So you're gonna want to, first of all, if this is the first time you're doing this, you do want to make sure you do the README file. And for this, there are some instructions. One of the biggest instruction is actually for BlueStacks. If you're running BlueStacks, you need to make sure that your resolution is at 2560 times 1440, and the DPI is at 240 DPI. So going into my BlueStacks, you can check that in your settings. Make sure that you go under the display and that it's at 2560 times 1440, and the DPI is at 240 DPI. Make sure you save it. If it's not in that, save it that instance, because you're gonna make sure that you get no mistakes as you're trying to run this extraction tool by making sure that everything is according to the instructions. So the next thing you're gonna do, once again, everything that I'm gonna run over, the instructions are here, but from here on out, I can take it. You're gonna want to open up your Roster Extractor. In my case, it always asks me for whatever reason if I want to search for an app. I'm still gonna press yes, but it's not gonna do anything. It's gonna actually open up the command. So are you sure you want to proceed? You're gonna want to hit yes. Do you want to link this tool to your MSF.gg account and enable direct export? So once again, with this tool, you can directly update this into your MSF website. If you're having issues, you can still also end up getting a CSV file, right? But we're gonna press yes because we want to make sure that we link it this time. It's gonna ask you for enter the user ID, and I already have my MSF.gg website up. Where you get this information is from, if you go into your settings, you'll see that you have your general account settings. You're gonna want to copy right here, copy the user ID, go into your command and paste it. After you have your user ID, it's also gonna ask you enter the zarathos key, and that's also available in the website. So if you keep scrolling down, you're gonna find the zarathos key. For this one, you're gonna want to press copy, and the same thing, we're gonna go over here and just copy it. When it generates it for you, it's gonna ask you to press D to enter debug mode. You don't have to, just press enter. Oh, I actually pressed the wrong command, but it doesn't matter. It moved on to the next one. It's saying press A to do it automatically, and any other keys to do it manually. So we're gonna press A. I'm gonna put this a little bit to the side because, like I said, I'm actually gonna minimize this a little bit. By pressing A, you need to make sure that your screen right here is gonna be in one character in the roster, and it's gonna tell you. So I'm gonna press A, and it's gonna ask you, are you sure you want to go into auto mode? This tool, let me go up so you guys can see this. Are you sure you want to go into auto mode? This tool will click into the game's interface. This could break the terms of service. Nothing for you guys to really worry about. All you're gonna want to do is press yes, and then you're gonna want to go into one character. From here on out, the tool is gonna do its own work, and as you can see on the left side of the screen, you're gonna start seeing that every character that's showing up in BlueStacks is being filled up into the command portion. So you're gonna want to let this run through. There's been instances when it goes through my entire roster, and then towards the end of pulling the roster, there's a couple of characters that it won't read, and you have to manually click on their profile so that it saves them. So this is something normal. If it happens to you guys, it's okay. It's very, very simple to do. I'm actually gonna show you guys. So as the game is trying to, as the tool right now is trying to go through my entire game roster and figure out what all the levels are showing. As you can see, I can't move my cursor. You lose control of your cursor when you're doing this, but if you're looking at there, you see that the abilities are starting to populate, the gear is gonna populate, the class, the stats levels as well. So even the ISOs are also gonna be saving in the game, something that you had to manually input when you're doing it through MSF tools. The Roster Extractor tool does everything for you, and that's the aspect that I love about this tool. It's very simple. It doesn't take too long for it to run the command, and it's very, very easy to do. If you are doing this in a PC, like I said, it's probably the best way for you guys to run this command. So I'm gonna let this run for a little bit, and I'll be back when we're done. See you guys in a little bit. And we're back. And I just wanted to show you guys, so it ran through my entire roster and it did what I told you guys. Sometimes there's gonna be some characters that's gonna skip, and I wanted to show you guys. I'm glad that it happened. So it's gonna say, let's check. There wasn't, let's check those that I wasn't able to detect. Open core at the pursued page and hit enter. So what you're gonna wanna do is find the character that's telling you it didn't read in your roster. We're gonna have to find Koreth real quick here. And as we're looking for Koreth, we click on his page, and then you come over here. You have to actually click on the command page, press enter, and it reads them. So there's another issue, another character that was missed, and that was Minerva. Minerva's a little bit higher up. On Minerva, same thing, press enter. Now it needs Ravager, Stitcher as well. These are actually some of the same characters that it did to me a couple of times, so I don't know if it's the certain model or if there's a reason behind them. It might be different for you guys, but once again, I've gotten this, and then probably Ravager, Bruiser next, and there he is, Ravager, Bruiser. That should be the last one. Those four for me have always been, last couple of times that I've tried this, always been the ones that I need to put, man. So once you're done with that, oh, another one, Rescue. When you're done with that, find Rescue next. Where is my Rescue? All right, press enter. Hopefully that's the last character. It is. So you're gonna get this message once again. If you link this in the beginning of the command to your msf.gg website, it's gonna say msf.gg responded. It updated 152 out of 152 characters. So now it's done. There's absolutely nothing you need to do on your end. But if for whatever reason you had issues when you were prompted to do this command and you didn't accept to actually do this automatically, you can also go ahead and import your data. You will get the msf.gg.csv format from this as well, and in that you can also input into the msf.gg website. So You go to your roster. Like I said, I already did this automatically, and it's wonderful. You get to see all the information for all the characters, all the abilities, the ISOs and the levels that the ISOs are at, all the things that you have to kind of like do manually in the MSF tools format. It does it automatically for you, and you do it in this manner. But once again, if you didn't do it so that it updated your roster automatically, you can also import it into the website by looking it up. We're gonna look at the desktop, and there it is, the roster export MSF CSV file. You would click open in there. I'm just showing it. It's not gonna update it because I already did it. So it's saying that the roster saved. So just another way that you can update your roster on the website. But yeah, that's it, guys. It's that simple. All right, guys, and if you found that helpful, once again, thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. I appreciate it. I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Marble Strike First, and we go over things like this that I think are beneficial, not just to yourself, but if you are running an alliance and you're having your alliance mates, go ahead and put their roster inside of msf.gg so that you can go into the alliance tab and see what everybody's working with and help them progress as the game goes by. This is a tool that I think is very beneficial for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, this tutorial, once again, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't by now. We're trying to get going in YouTube as well, as you guys can see. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the channel. Thank you guys again. Have a great one. Peace.